Hello everybody and welcome to Fire Force Season 2 episode 21. I think we're on 21 anime review. So this episode just further compounded how utterly useless Tamaki is. At this point, why do they keep almost promising that she's going to do something cool? Like the start when she was like, I'm going to do something cool. I'm like, yeah, Tamaki doing something cool, I'm on board with that. Making her likable, let's do that. But no, it's just another, oh no, she's crap. You know, just manga readers. Does she get good? Don't tell me exactly how or anything, but does she ever become decent? Because at the moment, she's not. She's really not. And we're at the end of season 2. That's almost 50 episodes of her not being good. You know. But other than that, there was other good things in episode 2. Arthur is cool. Captain Obi is cool. Maki's brother is not cool. You know, there was stuff going on all over this episode. It was pretty good. I don't think they had anything quite as good as, Juggernaut's awesomeness last week. But, hey, they had some pretty good things. Shinra and Arthur look like they're going to do something cool, but that'll probably be next week, I would assume. But anyway, let's get on with the episode, see how everything went down, and do this thing. We pick up where we left off at the end of last week with the Juggernaut explosion not looking as cool this week for some reason. Why didn't you just reuse the animation? Kind of weird. Yeah, so after the explosion, his arm is gone. Also, both his legs seem to be gone. He's in no state to move. And it's pretty sad. He's telling her to leave without him. She made him a man because he was fighting to protect her. And I'm like, bruh, is he actually going to die? Like, because I was of the opinion that there's no way he's actually going to die. But he might actually gonna die. He could die with no regrets. He wanted to see the potatoes one more time. You know, dying down the ground like the potatoes did. And it's like, bro, Juggernaut, my heart can't take this today. And then he passes out. I don't know if it actually died there or if he just, just went unconscious. But damn, didn't expect that. Didn't expect to be hit so hard in the fields. I thought they would play a comedy bit where he's like, oh no, I'm fine because I'm Juggernaut. But it's like, no, actually he's very much not fine. Pissed off Tamaki then. All these infernals are approaching and she's like, I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to get Juggernaut to the bloody surface. She gets her tail fire tails out. And it's like, I'm going to destroy you and take him back to the surface. And at this point, I'm like, okay, Tamaki's going to get to do a cool thing. I'm on board with that. Let's see where this goes. Boy, we went somewhere, didn't it? Hinawa and I think his name is Takigi is Maki's brother. I could be wrong. I think that's right though. They're arguing while fighting. He's being all overprotective of Maki and Hinawa's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. She's good, you know. And then there's another white-clad muscle dude that comes to fight the two of them. He's like, haha, I have muscles. He poses a lot this episode, like a lot. And those two need to learn to get along, or perhaps maybe they don't need to learn to get along. They seem to do pretty well even without that. Shinra has been isolated. He is on his own now. He is attacked by Vine Whip out of nowhere. Bulbasaur used Vine Whip. It's Dr. Giovanni. So Dr. Giovanni is a creep-ass now, it turns out. So the whole lab they found was a trap to get the Fire Force down there in the first place because they need to recover Shinra. He is a pillar, after all, let's not forget. Dr. Giovanni, has fused insects to his body. He's like this weird insectozoid hybrid. He reminds me a little bit, not entirely, of, I forget her name, but like the mum character in Resident Evil 7. Like the wife, the mum. If you play Resident Evil 7, you might know what I mean. She like turns into like a spider type thing. It's pretty creepy. Sort of reminds me a little bit like that, but not entirely. He kills some rando who shows up, takes off his head with the Vine Whip. Pretty strong Vine Whip. His insect body is really disturbing. He's got little antlers. He's got like little pheromones, which let him... Not pheromones. Was it pheromones? Pheromone things that he can read Shinra's mind with, sort of. It's pretty messed up, you know. Giovanni was the head of a company, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty messed up that, you know, background checks, I think, is what the Fire Force needs to employ next time. These insects, then they start talking about like, yeah, there's a theory that insects are actually aliens, and I'm like, I've never heard that theory in my life. Is that a real thing? But yeah, then he's like, yeah, these ones are actually from Adola that I fused with me. I'm trying to basically connect more with Adola, so I fused these insects with me. It's like, that's pretty messed up, my dude. Like, Giovanni, messed up guy. I think we can all agree on that. Well, I mean, we already could all agree on that, but he's a special individual. Let's go with that. Arthur buys some time for his teammates. He's like, I will defend you from the rear, and then charges forward, and they're like, the rear's that way. And then they're like, oh crap, he missed one, and they've run away from one Infernal. To be fair though, Arthur killed like 17 in one swing, so bro, don't put that guy in the front. Have him cut through everything, you know? That's what I'm saying. Where does Arthur go to though? He shows up at Shinra. He shows up to help Shinra. I guess his Shinra senses were tingling. He's like, Shinra, I have come to assist. The strongest duo is back in action. We're going to defeat Dr. Giovanni, and hopefully they do, because maybe Arthur will be able to cut his legs off with his sword. Cut those insect legs off, make him human again, and then Shinra can kick him in the teeth. Does he have teeth? He probably has teeth. I don't know why that's important, but yeah. Ultimate team up, which unfortunately we don't see any more of this week in this week's episode. I guess they're saving it for a longer section next week, I would assume anyway. Hinawa and Takigi are having an argument, as they do, while they're fighting the dude. They're like, no, you stand behind me. No, you stand behind me, basically. They're fighting each other more than they're fighting the actual enemy. The enemy is just a bit like, guys, I'm over here. I'm the one you're meant to be fighting, you know. His body is super hardened because of the whole, it's been superheated and then super cooled, which makes his body really hard. It's got like a name, I forget what it is, not tungsten. Adamant? No, that's a different thing. Basically he makes super hard body. Is because he like, it's the iron in his body that he's super heating and then cooling. He explained it better than I am, but it made sense, I promise. Takigi is having a go at Hinawa about Maki, and Maki's like, please focus, and he's like, the 8th are all violent berserkers, all you know how to do is violence and all that, and Hinawa's just like, bruh, we're all cool, we're not, he's like, no, I might be a berserker, but they're not, and also, Maki is not the pure, innocent, soft girl that you knew. She's a tough now. And then it turns out Takigi's like, she's going to get muscles if she hangs out with you. We can't be having that. And I'm like, bruh, Maki's muscles are great. I've brud a lot this today. I need to stop. He shoots the joints, Hinawa anyway, of the big dude. And it's like, you can't harden your joints if you want to move about. And he's like, drat, by one weakness, you've discovered why I couldn't become a protector. And then he like falls over. So yeah, I didn't focus too much on the actual fighting in this section, I realised, because they were fighting each other way more than the enemy. And Maki's brother is still having a go at Hinawa about this, that, and the other thing, and he's just like, just focus, my dude. We're trying to survive this infernal infestation, and you are just having a go about your goddamn sister, you freaking siscon. It's basically what Hina was thinking. He hasn't changed his face, but you can tell that's what he's thinking. I promise, guys. I almost dropped my phone. That would have made a loud bang. Next section. God, I'm all over the place. We then go back to Tamaki, who is still fighting all those infernals, you know? She's like, there's just so many of them. And I was like, okay, Tamaki's going to do a cool thing. Then 2 more white clads show up, and she's like, I should run away. And then she's like, but Juggernaut. And I'm like, okay, Tamaki, do a cool thing. And she starts powering up. She's like, I'm gonna kill you now. And then she gets kneed in the gut, and then she's defeated. Yeah, Tamaki is a bit crap. She's about to get stabbed, but then the second captain yonks on in there and headbutts the dude. So you could do like a gimmick right and still make it like cool. Like the second captain's his gimmick is he headbutts people, you know, but he's still powerful, you know. Tamaki's gimmick, okay, her gimmick is her clothes fall off, but against anyone that isn't assault, that's not really working, you know. You need to be strong through, despite that, I think. Obi and Iris and Vulcan also show up with the second captain, and then there's they deal with the white clad. Obi one punch, you know, the white clad dude, and the other one's like, well, that's pretty crazy. I'm gonna defeat you now. And then not Vulcan, the second captain, whose name I don't remember, with the mustache, headbutts the second one, and one hits him as well. So Yeah, the captains are pretty damn strong, in case you forgot. And Giovanni was one of them. So Shinra and Arthur have got their work cut out for them. I think we can agree there. Vulcan makes Tamaki cry with a bad joke, but I think the real bad joke is Captain Obi saying that she's a good fire soldier. And I'm like, no, you're not a good fire soldier, Tamaki. You're just really rubbish. You're just crap. Get better. Can we just have a Tamaki? Can Tamaki disappear for an arc and then come back as like, oh, I've been training, so now I'm really, really good. At this point, that might be the only way to save her, because I don't want to dislike her. I want to like everyone. But, you know, her character is like, I'm damsel in distress and fan service, and I can't, and I lose every fight I'm in, you know. Can she just be a little bit better? A little bit? Please? Please? We then go to Licht, who then rounds the corner and falls on Tamaki's ass, which I'm not going to comment too much on because it's Tamaki at this point. Look at Vulcan. Vulcan has this like wave machine. He's like, look at the way these Infernals are moving on it, or whatever. The Infernals might be acting a little bit weird. Someone, I think it was Licht, probably realizes, oh, yeah, they're going to blow this place up. We're all going to die. Yeah, so Ritsu has got all the Infernals with her corpse manipulation thingamadoogie. And she's gonna blow up the Nether once they capture Shinra. So the time limit basically is when Shinra's captured and they're out of there, everyone's gonna die. So they either need to escape, get Shinra and escape, or Shinra and Arthur need to win. And I think they will win because they're best buds. But yeah, that was where we ended the episode. The big bombshell that Ritsu is a nutcase and she's gonna destroy the place. I mean, we already knew she was kind of a nutcase, but that's besides the point. So yeah, this was a mostly solid episode. Nothing, amazing, but it was still mostly good. And then Tamaki just, I really do want to know, Mangaritas, does she get good? Like, don't put a load of spoilers. Don't say how, but yes or no, does she get good? This is my answer, my question even. But yeah. What was my favourite part of this week's episode, though? Let's have a look, because even I'm not sure. Well, I am, because I wrote it down, but that's not the point. So my favourite part is just everything they did with Giovanni. He's really freakadeaky. He when he was killing those people, very, very quickly. He's messed up. He's a messed up guy. He's really good. He's really good at being messed up. Why do I like Giovanni more than Tamaki? Why is that something this show has done? I like him as a villain. Like, if he was a good guy, I'd be like, okay, you're not a good guy, my dude. You're pretty bad. But yeah, no, I'm having a good time. I know I seemed a bit down earlier on just because of Tamaki, but I want to stress again, I'm having a good time watching this. I think it's a vast improvement over season 1 to the point where I feel like I should rewatch season 1 to see if I was being harsh. Tamaki, get good. It's not that even the fan service anymore. It's just that she's really rubbish. is that bad? Like, whatever, man. Whatever. Tamaki, if we get a season 3, you better get good. I don't think you're gonna get good in this season, but if we get a third season, let's just make Tamaki the best character. Make her go Super Saiyan. Do anything. Anything is better than this. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. Tell me if you like Tamaki in the comments. I'm sure people don't. So yeah, see you next week. Take care, and bye guys.